I do actually have a Boxabl, yeah.
You do?
Some prototype Boxabl that's down in South Texas.
Yeah, wow.
Well, I stand corrected. It's been almost a year since my very first Boxabl Casita video, and in that video you would have seen me putting down a $1,200 deposit on a casita in real time. I looked through all of the exterior and interior photos with you guys, and we discussed price and additional costs that might come up in the purchase of a Boxabl Casita. I can't believe it's been almost a year since then, almost a year of my husband and I being on the Boxabl waitlist.
I'm just sitting here waiting.
Since that first video, I've posted 9 update videos discussing everything from my specific Boxabl order to their new factory, to their partnership with DR Horton, to everything in between. We've pretty much been keeping very, very close tabs on Boxabl and on any updates and news that come out from the company. In today's video, I want to go over some of the more recent summer 2022 Boxabl updates. I want to talk about some of the major milestones that the company has hit, just all of the recent news that has come out, and I also want to discuss my own thoughts and opinions regarding the company, of course, but also my specific orders since it has almost been a year. I just want to share kind of where I'm at and what my thoughts are, so let's just get right into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Arena. I'm a real estate agent here in Portland, Oregon. And if you are new to the channel, we discuss a whole range of topics. We talk about a lot of things ranging from prefab tiny homes to the real estate market, to the workforce, to the economy at large. I do also love to vlog and share my personal life as a real estate agent, just to kind of show you guys the behind the scenes of what I do. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, definitely be sure to subscribe and turn on your bell notifications so that you never miss a future upload. So without wasting any time, let's just start right off by talking about BoxABL Factory number 2. So news of BoxABL's second factory broke in like late July, so pretty recently, and there was a lot of speculation going on about there being a second factory in the works, which totally makes sense because BoxABL has a waitlist of over 100,000 customers, and in order for them to be able to meet demand, they need more factories. They cannot increase production if they don't have anywhere to do the producing. Their first order, which was created for the United States military, consisted of 156 houses, and now that they've completed that first order, they can finally start focusing on actually getting casitas out to people like me and like you, just all of us regular people out here. Will be hopefully receiving our casitas in the near future, fingers crossed. But obviously, you know, they need a lot more than just the 2 factories to really ramp up production, but the fact that they were able to scale up factory 1 in a year, and now they have factory 2 almost ready to go. It'll be probably a few months before it's actually fully functional because it's just kind of an open, empty warehouse right now. That is pretty amazing, and I know it feels like a really, really long time, but in reality, I think that they are making pretty big strides pretty quickly towards their goal of really increasing production. With both factories up and running, BoxABL will have about 300,000 square feet of warehouse space, which is a completely unfathomable number in my residential real estate brain. But when I was watching a video on BoxABL's YouTube channel of Paolo and Galliano talking about their factories, they were discussing how the factory 1 that is about 170,000 square feet, you know, it sounds like a lot, like it's a ton of space, and it is, but once you've got all of the houses being built in there, it actually feels really, really small. So the amount of space that they need is way more than this initial 300,000 square feet between the 2 factories. They're going to have to scale up pretty significantly in order to achieve the production that they want to achieve. With BoxABL Factory 1 boasting about 170,000 square feet, BoxABL Factory 2 is probably around 130,000 square feet, but the good news is that in BoxABL Factory 1, they have a lot of their office space and like their reception area and everything, and they give tours in there. But with BoxABL Factory number 2, they probably won't need to delegate space for all of that since it's already covered in BoxABL Factory 1. So hopefully for their second factory, it's just strictly for production. Like I said, right now Factory 2 is just an empty warehouse, but it should be up and running and fully functional within a few months. Now let's talk about the Elon Musk rumors. As you saw in the beginning of this video, Elon Musk has confirmed that he is in possession of a prototype BoxABL Casita himself. This isn't completely out of the blue. There were a lot of hints here and there that Elon Musk lives in a BoxABL Casita, but I was pretty convinced that it was just a rumor, which thinking back, was probably pretty silly because the hints were kind of blatant. But now all of the rumors have been confirmed to be true. He actually does live in one, which is huge because, you know, regardless of what your thoughts are on Elon Musk as a person or a businessman, the fact that he lives in a Boxabl Casita himself, maybe not full-time, but you know, sometimes, is huge because it is a testament to his belief in the company, and it shows that there are people trying out the product and raving about it and being excited about it, which is really exciting for me personally as a customer and an investor. Aside from Elon Musk, of course, you've also got the literal US government placing the pilot order for the first batch of Boxabl Casitas, and you've also got D.R. Horton, which is America's largest, most well-known home builder, investing in and backing Boxabl as a company. So seeing all of these big names is really exciting, like I said, because it reassures the fact that Boxabl isn't just like some rinky-dink company or startup, which obviously everybody is aware of by now because the hype and the excitement around this company is huge. But nevertheless, the support from Elon Musk, D.R. Horton, the US government is huge because it shows that this company has a future and it has a lot of promise and potential. Now let's discuss the insane crowdfund milestones that Boxabl has been able to achieve. Now, I was recently having a conversation with my husband and I was asking, you know, why doesn't Boxabl put a pause on accepting deposits and adding people to the wait list if they already have way more of a demand than they can ever meet with just the 2 factories? Like, it's going to take a lot of time for them to actually fulfill all of these orders, so why don't they just put a pause on the wait list for now? During our conversation though, we discussed that the money that is coming from these deposits as well as from public and private crowdfunds is really instrumental in helping Boxabl to continue to grow, to build out more warehouses, and to build more houses. And speaking of their crowdfund, which I invested in, by the way, if you haven't seen that video yet, definitely check it out. They have hit some major milestones with their fundraising efforts. Very recently, Boxabl reached over $5 million in investments in just 5 days, and that's aside from like the 100 million that they already have in investor money. Based on a recent text update I received, it looks like there is less than $20 million left before the Regulation A crowdfund is completely sold out. Now, I'm not offering any financial advice about whether or not you should invest in Boxabl. I personally have. I just made the minimum investment. I am excited to see how this all pans out. It's pretty insane to see how much money they've raised already, but hopefully all of this money that they're raising is actually going back to benefit us as customers because it's going into new factories, more houses, which will hopefully shorten that wait list waiting period. In other news, Boxabl has over 40 patent filings, has hired on about 200 employees, and has received RVIA certification of the Casita in all 50 states. The waitlist is now at around 120,000 customers, and there is still a ton of excitement surrounding the Boxabl Casita product. As for my own personal thoughts, I'll be honest, it does feel a little bit discouraging to realize that we will have to wait a long time before our order is ready for any type of next steps. Though I understand that scaling factories takes time and, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day, it still is getting a little bit tougher to wait with each passing day. Maybe that's just a testament to our instant gratification type of society and I need to just chill out, especially considering that this won't be our primary residence, so it's not like we're in a rush to have a place to live, which I'm very grateful for. But still, I am really rooting for Boxabl and hoping to see more and more factories up and running so that they'll be able to really increase production to the levels that they have been talking about for the past few years. In any case, every time I see new updates coming from Boxabl, my excitement is rekindled, and I will continue to keep you updated on all of the latest news regarding Boxabl and their Casita model. And with that, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to follow me over on Instagram at ArenaD if you'd like to see more of my life behind the scenes. And of course, you guys know that I am a real estate agent here in Oregon. If you have any buying, selling, or investing needs, all of my contact information is in the description box down below. I'd love to hear from you and help you achieve your home goals. Other than that, I will see you next week for a brand new video. Bye!